Today's story is titled His Resources and is taken from the parable of the talents. And it reads as follows. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise, he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid the Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I'll make you a ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also who had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him, and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast that unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And this is taken from Matthew 25 verses 14 to 30. So the lessons to be learned from the story. In this story, God is represented as the Lord, the Master. The story reveals that the Master called his servants and entrusted them with a sum of money. Each of the servants were given an amount according to their ability. Likewise, our God knows our capability and only gives us what we can handle for now. The talents, the resources or gifts were given to the servants with a purpose, not to be kept idle. the talent was given to the servants for the master's gain, for his kingdom. We also learn that the master was pleased when the money was invested. The servant with 1 talent did not seem to acknowledge his master's authority. He showed laziness, and his actions also showed disrespect and ignorance to his master's expectations. Further insight reveals that the master will return and rewards will be received for pleasing and obeying the master. 3 servants were called and only 2 were chosen to continue with the master's business. Just a few keynotes. Number 1. All will be judged by God and his return is expected, and the timing is unknown. Number 2. We need to ensure that our talents bring forth profit for his kingdom. Number 3. Gifts or resources taken for granted will be removed and given to someone else who will appreciate and not take them for granted. Number 4. Rewards are the result of being a good and faithful servant. Number 5. Not all who are called continue with the journey. Number 6. God knows your capability and will increase your capacity when you show faithfulness. Much is given, much is expected. Number 7. Resources are useless if kept buried or dormant. So here's a few self-reflections. Are you using your gifts or resources for the building of his kingdom? What are you doing with the Word of God? Your gifts, your wealth, your time and the like? Are you making a positive difference in his kingdom? Until next time, viewers, goodbye and God bless.